So this is Aspen, my biggest and boldest rabbit. He's probably around 3 years old, but his exact age is unknown, just because his background is a little bit shady and we're not really too sure of his sort of situation and where he started. But he loves to dig and get into all the little spaces that he probably shouldn't be. He's a bit of a fussy eater for a rabbit. There are some things that he doesn't actually like. I feel that he's quite intelligent. He loves playing with sort of puzzle feeders, anything like that. But his favourite thing is to sprawl out and have a good little snooze on his top shelf in his shed and getting head grooms from his little wife, Hazel. Hazel lives with her husband Aspen. We think she's also around 3 years old. She is a very sneaky and sassy girl. She's always getting into the herb garden. When I try and tell her no or try and get her out, then she will very audibly grunt at me to show me that she's annoyed. And she will do that to Aspen as well when he tries to steal her parsley. So yeah, she's a very vocal rabbit. And she will let you know when she's annoyed. But her favourite thing is doing zoomies in the garden. Both Hazel and Aspen, they're not the most affectionate rabbits, but they are very confident around humans and they will definitely take a treat from you if you offer it. Josper is one of my original boys. I've had him since he was about 10 weeks old and he was absolutely tiny, and he's going to be turning 4 this year. So unfortunately we recently lost his brother Olive, and I think that did affect Josper because he used to follow Olive around a lot for comfort and protection. So I have been working hard to try and help him find some new friends, bond him with some of my other rabbits, and to also just gain that confidence back that he's lost. He is quite a vocal rabbit. If he doesn't want to do something like have a nail clip, then he will make a very cute little soft cry, and that definitely makes you feel guilty. But he just gets treats at the end to say thank you. He is the greediest rabbit that I have. He will eat anything, and when he gets the good treats, he will make very cute little happy grunt sounds. He is the first happy flop on a blanket, and he loves to sunbathe in his shed window. So although Olive isn't with us anymore and I won't be able to do any more live videos with him, I definitely feel like I should just introduce you to him, because he was a tiny rabbit but a very big character. He was the sassiest little thing. If he didn't want to do something, he would not do it. He was super protective of his brother. If he didn't want you to touch his brother, then you didn't touch his brother. But he did secretly love us and would give you very sly sort of grooms, and then look around as if to see if anyone was watching, because that would make him very uncool rabbit. But yeah, he was a great boy. And yeah, so much character in such a little fluffy rabbit. So Mr. Snuggles is the grandpa of the group. He's just turning 7 years old. He's basically just a big ball of fluff, and he has a lovely little skirt that we have to trim. He was expertly named by his previous owners because once he's in your arms, he will sit for hours purring in your lap, and you might even get a groom from him. He's either very hard of hearing or pretends to be sleeping / can't hear you, although as a lot he is more prone to developing ear issues, so maybe he can't actually hear me. But despite being the smushiest little love bug, he is actually quite a confident leader, and he has the top position in my trio. So another age guess here for Bramble, but she's probably around 2 or 3 years old. She is my most nervous rabbit. So when I first rehomed her, I was told that she was incredibly friendly and loved to be picked up and held, but actually she was just frozen in fear, which was why she was choosing not to move away from the cuddles. When I first brought her home and was trying to bond her, it was incredibly difficult, sort of getting her in and out of the bonding pen back into her area. She actually at first would growl and grunt and a few times tried to bite me. I think she also bit my flatmate, but gradually she began to trust me. She still is very nervous and will run away if she thinks that you're going to try and pick her up. But she will come up to you and she will let you stroke her head, which I'm incredibly happy, because any sort of improvement from how she was in terms of life being less stressful for her and less scary. She is still continuing to make progress with her shyness, and she will definitely come up to you straight away if you have treats.